This is Tank's vlog for June 13th, 2019, wrapping up the day in sports. People for many a year will be talking about what just happened, what we just witnessed in the Stanley Cup Finals, the Blue Miracle. There's no other way to describe it. It is the Blue Miracle. I mean, just absolutely incredible what happened. This song, Gloria, that's become synonymous now with this team. I mean, the Blues, you know, they're always on the run now. They got the Stanley Cup now. They've been running after this Stanley Cup, and somehow they got him. They got it somehow. I think they needed to slow down because they did almost blow it. But in the end, it was the Bruins who had to break down, and they did show it. You really don't remember when they sucked so bad, but they fired their coach. They fired their coach and turned their season around. Can you hear that in Flushing? And now they're all singing Gloria. Gloria. Unbelievable. I mean, it's a miracle. This is a miracle. Next year, the St. Louis Blues might suck. I don't think there's even a guarantee that they'll even compete. They just had a magical 6-month ride, going from last place to Stanley Cup champions. Jordan Binnington, no one ever considered this guy a prospect. He toiled and turned in the minors for 8 years, 4 organizations. He was the 4th string goalie when the season began. Mike Yeo, you out of there. Greg Berube came over, and they were still not that good. Last place, depressed, at a bar in Philadelphia watching a playoff game, NFL playoff game. And what happens? What happens? The bar keeps playing this song, Gloria, Gloria, by Laura Branigan. It gets stuck in her head. Jordan Binnington comes in. They win 11 straight, and the rest is history. Every time you thought the Blues were dead and buried, they came back and won. And it was Jordan Binnington leading the way. Ryan O'Reilly. Oh, this guy has been around for a long time. Colorado Avalanche, Buffalo Sabres. Conn Smythe winner now. He scored in so many games in this final. Where he scored a go-ahead goal, a tying goal. Once again today, when after... the Bruins just put it on the net. They outshot the Blues all game long. 33 shots on goal. The Blues had everything they needed. Of course, near the end of the game, they got some more shots on goal. They had 20 shots total, but at a certain point, it was 23-9 shot advantage after 2 periods, and yet it was 2-0 in favor of St. Louis. That's because Jordan Binnington stood on his head tonight, and Tuukka Rask was just not up to the task. The Blues got the goal from Ryan O'Reilly at 16:47, and the second one from captain Alex Pietrangelo with 8 seconds left. No scoring in the second, and then as the Bruins had to throw everything at the net and press and press and press, this opened the door for the Blues to get 2 more goals. Took a 4-0 lead eventually. Bruins, with the goal he pulled, did score with about 2 minutes left, but by then you knew it was over. I mean, there was no way they were going to score 4 goals in 2 minutes, and it was just incredible. And now the entire city of St. Louis is going to be singing Gloria forever. I mean, this reminds me about the stories of the 1979 Pirates and We Are Family, how that became an anthem. And now every time Every time, everywhere, any member of this St. Louis Blues team goes, it's going to be 50 years from now. 50 years in 2069. Jordan Binnington will be at a fan rally in St. Louis, and he'll be playing Gloria in the background. That's just absolutely mind-boggling. This run, this miracle run, will go etch itself in Stanley Cup lore. This is a team that should not have won. Didn't have the talent, didn't have the edge. They just had spirit and spunk because they fired their coach. Do you hear me in Flushing? See, this is what happens when you fire an idiot manager and bring in someone with spunk and spirit. Greg, and I look back to every time this team needed a rally, Greg Berube was there. When they lost Game 3 at home, and incredibly, the Blues were 6-7 at home in the postseason. First team ever in like 80 years, at least 90 years, to have a losing record at home in the playoffs and still win the Stanley Cup. I think the only team that did it previously was like in 1928, the Rangers, or maybe even before that, the Ottawa Senators in 27. I think that's what I heard. And they were 6-7, and then they won 10 games on the road. Now, this has been happening a lot lately. The Devils, on 2 occasions, won 10 games on the road, 95 and 2000. Last year, the Capitals won 10 games on the way to winning the Stanley Cup on the road. And now the Blues did it again. It's just amazing, amazing, amazing. I mean, after Game 6, you thought the Blues were dead and buried. But it was the Bruins that did it. And the Bruins out... I mean, they got 33 pucks on net. They got 33 pucks. And Jordan Binnington just stayed in the game, and then, wouldn't you know it, Ryan O'Reilly got that first goal. Alex Pietrangelo got the second goal, and by the time you got to the third period,